welcome to another episode of Ask an Assistant, the podcast for executive assistants and the people that love us. I'm your host, Jess Lindgren. Let's get to work. I am coming in hot with housekeeping for this February 2026. This is our first Interoffice Memo of the year. Welcome. Hello, all new and existing esteemed colleagues. Thing the first, it is Black History Month. Please hire a consultant to help your company celebrate Black history now and always. It's not something that's specific only to February each year. Black people exist all day, every day. And it's really important to celebrate that, mark the occasion, and continuing education for everybody. I got some really great ideas from Tamika Green of Hey HR on YouTube, and the video that I watched and learned from is linked in the show notes. Thing the second, Employee Appreciation Day is coming up. It is always the first Friday of March annually, so by giving you a little reminder now, you've got about a month to think on it, plan on it, whatever it is that you might like to do. I have an episode from, I believe, 2024 in the Ask an Assistant archives that is also linked in the show notes. And know that the advice is absolutely evergreen. Thing the third, time change o'clock is rapidly approaching in a decent chunk of the world, a mere 2 days after Employee Appreciation Day for the United States and scattered across several weeks for the rest of the world. My least favorite time of the year is when Australia, I think this is applicable to the entire Southern Hemisphere, because here in the Northern Hemisphere, we spring ahead and fall back. So the Southern Hemisphere springs back and falls forward. It was the hardest when we had some clients that we were doing some pretty regular business with based in Australia. They spring one way, we spring the other, and we don't do it at the same time. So it just makes everything really complicated until all of the time zone changes have settled. Again, that episode is from 2024, the annoyance with the system and the process itself. All of that everlasting, absolutely applicable twice a year, every time it happens. And hopefully at some point it can be relegated to the dust pile of history. And thing the fourth and final thing this month, I personally am from Minneapolis, Minnesota. I spent 30 odd years of my life there, and it hurts so much to be so far away from home while home is hurting. Times in the United States and much of the world are weird, getting weirder by the day, by the hour, by the minute. And there are lots of different ways for all of us to rise to the moment and help, especially as executive assistants, as administrative professionals. We're helpers, right? Like, we are service-minded, service heart, all of it. Like, we are people who help. And being alive in 2026, there is no space for anyone, myself included, to stay silent under the guise of, I don't do politics anymore, because whether you like it or not, politics are going to do you. Like, it's not about right or left. It's not about being a Democrat or a Republican. This is about basic, inalienable human rights. None of these things that are happening should have to happen to you for them to matter to you. I firmly, personally believe that empathy is a strength, not a weakness. Specific to what's happening in the United States right now, January and February of 2026, masked thugs are being paid with our tax dollars, employed as Federal Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or ICE. Those employed by ICE are terrorizing people, many of whom are citizens, or at least following the legal pathway to citizenship. These federal employees are dragging people out of their cars by their hair. They're breaking into people's homes, a place where, I forget which amendment it is, but like, you have a reasonable right to peace and privacy inside of your home. These people are being dragged out in sub-zero temperatures, in poor clothing, being pepper sprayed at point blank range in their eyes by federal government employees. And these federal government employees are straight up murdering people. Like, if your blood isn't boiling over what is happening right now in the United States, what's happening in Palestine, what's happening in so many parts of the world right now, then please stop listening to this show. Like, there are so many other places where you can get people who will sugarcoat things, who will dance around things. This is not one of them. The best time to be appalled by the brutality served to your fellow humans by the hands of law enforcement was forever ago. And the second best time is right now. This show is not an airport. No need to announce your departure. I wish you all the best. Come back when you've read some books, learned some things. I'll be here. Never going to tell you I told you so. We'll always welcome you back with open arms, but like, there's no space for it. Absolutely no space for dancing around it and pretending like things aren't happening. Excuse me. The last thing I want to leave you with, follow and give whatever resources that you have. And by that, I mean your time, your money, your support, amplification on social media. Talk about it with friends, family members, colleagues. Have these conversations. Lend your skills, whatever it is that you have the bandwidth to share. Give those resources to people already doing the work. Please do not try to reinvent the wheel. If you've got huge sums of money to give, don't start a new foundation. Like, find a foundation that already, like a donor advised fund, find a scholarship foundation, find whoever it is that you want to give your money to, find people already doing the work. You can name the scholarship, you can name the amount of money, you can name the gift after whatever it is that you want to name it, but like, don't be out there reinventing the wheel. Support the people that are already doing the work. And specifically, I'm going to direct you to Black women who are out there doing this work. Blair Amani, Brittany Packnett Cunningham, Danielle Koch Balfour, and Lene Vanee are the 4 Black women that I would encourage you to start with. And their social profiles, their Instagram handles are linked in the show notes. Engage with their content, watch their videos, learn their stories, and follow their instructions. Like, do what they say. People are always saying, what do I do? What do I do? These women, Brittany and Blair in particular, give clear, direct, actionable steps to take. They break it down, they make it simple and impactful. Like, so many of these things, the thing that I've been hearing Blair and Brittany say a lot lately is that there's a role for everybody and not everybody can do everything. Like, Blair in particular is recovering from childbirth. Like, she can't be out protesting in the streets. So she is making and amplifying content at home. She's donating time. She's donating money. She's, everyone has a role to play, no matter how big or how small. And follow these women and they will tell you how to educate yourself, how to equip yourself to have these difficult conversations, to make an impact and do your part. She's Oh Happy Danny. I'm sure many of you listening have seen her artwork out and about in the world. She makes really beautiful artwork that absolutely meets the moment and nails it right on the head every single time. I've got lots of her stickers and prints around my home, around my office. And Lene is an incredible poet whose work is so important. You may have seen her series on called Parking Lot Pimpin'. She just breaks down things that are happening, makes them digestible. Her input and take and everything that she shares, I learn so much from her and watch all of her videos many times. She also takes a lot of time to recognize, mark, and celebrate Black joy. And that's so important it's just, all of her work is so incredible and so important. And all of these women, I'm just so in awe of and learn so much from and support with my time, my effort, my money at every chance that I get. And from there, I'd really encourage you to head to 5calls.org. Please, 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 please call your elected representatives and tell them how you feel about everything. 5calls.org gives you the direct phone numbers to call. They give you a menu of issues that are important and being discussed, and they give you scripts for what to say. You can even just say it verbatim. You can call up your elected representatives, whether you get a human, whether you get a voicemail, and you can just say exactly what the script says. You can go a little off script if you want, kind of put your own spin on it if there are things that are personally important to you, but 5calls.org, tell your representatives how you feel. Your elected representatives work for you. And I think some of them sometimes need reminders of that. So if you're still here, amazing. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you for being here, my esteemed colleagues. I love you all so much. That's all for this week. I hope you're all as happy, healthy, and hydrated as you can be. It's very surreal sometimes to keep living life while it feels like the world is crumbling around us. And I have personally found that moving my body and hydrating to the highest degree are very helpful. And that includes working through the gorgeous stash of face masks that I have. I've got a red light device, all kinds of good stuff, taking lots of baths. And it's really helpful to take care of your body so you can take care of your brain, so you can take care of things at home and at work. And as always, leave your comments, questions, thoughts, concerns for me at askanassistant.com. And until next week, take care.